Hello viewers, welcome you all to another interesting video that deals with one of the elements of packaging. Let me check your knowledge. If you have a fruit jam with you, in which of these containers do you store it? This or this? What's your answer? This one, isn't it? Let me ask you another question. Here you can see two containers, container A and container B. Think for a while and tell me what is the basic difference between these two containers. Yes, container A is a single unit that can be used only once. To remove the content from it, we have to break it, isn't it? And container B is made up of two components, a container and a closer. To remove the content from it, we have to remove the closer from the container. And after removal of the content, the closer can be replaced on the container. Many times we use type B containers, isn't it? We already discussed containers in one of my previous videos. I will give the link in the I button or at the end of the video. Please watch that video too for a proper understanding of this video. I think you got the idea of what we are going to deal within this video. So stay tuned and don't skip any part of this video to know about one of the important elements of a package. But before moving further, if you still didn't subscribe to my channel, click on the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get notifications of my all further videos. Hey friends, I am Amit Belekar and today we are going to discuss one of the important components of a package, that is closures. After going through this video, the learner will be able to define closures, enlist need for closures, describe types of the closures, define liners, select liners, and describe materials used for closures. So let's discuss what is closure. The closer is the most important component of a package which is used to open and close the container. It prevents loss of material by spilling or volatilization. It also avoids contamination of the product from dirt, microorganisms or insects. So it is needed to maintain the quality of the product. It also prevents the deterioration of the products from moisture, oxygen, air, or carbon dioxide. Thus, it is needed to prevent the degradation of the product. Now, let's discuss the types of closures. There are 5 main types of closures as plug type, crown cap or crimp on type, push fit cap or press on type, screw closer or threaded or lug type, and roll on type. Let's discuss these types one by one. First is plug type. The closure of this type is a push fit into the neck of the container. Example, cork or glass stopper. Nowadays, these are replaced by plastic stoppers. Plastic stoppers are unbreakable, flexible, and fit firmly into the container. The next type is the crown cap or crimp on type. These types of closures are most commonly used as crimped closures on beverage bottles. The closure is mainly made up of metals like tin or tin coated metals. Another type is the push fit cap or press on type. These are simple closures that slide and fit over the neck of the container. These are made up of plastic and are shaped in such a way that they must be stretched over the neck to fit on the container. Another type is screw closer. These are commonly used closures in pharmaceutical packaging. These have basic three components with cap, liner and wad. Cap is made up of tin or aluminium. Caps are also made up of plastic materials. Plastic caps are better than metal caps as they resist corrosion and also do not contaminate the product. WAD is the seal that prevents the contamination of the product present inside the cap. WADs are made up of inert materials like rubber or silicone rubber. Previously, cork or cardboard WAD are commonly used. Liner is made up of metal foils, rubber, plastic films, and paper impregnated with suitable resin, wax, or plastic. It is present on the inner surface of WAD and prevents contact of medicament with the WAD. Now let's discuss types of screw type closures. Depending upon the shape and the number of threads on the cap and container, these are of two types as threaded screw closer and lock type cap. Let's discuss threaded screw closer. In this type, when a screw cap is placed on the container, its threads match with the corresponding threads on the neck of the bottle. Next is the lug type screw closer. In this type, instead of continuous thread, the interrupted thread is used on the surface of the neck of the container. On the screw cap, threads are present which when fit on the threads of the container, pull the cap down to seal the inner surface of the wad and liner against the container. It requires a quarter turn only to open or close the container than threaded screw type closures. It can be used for normal atmospheric pressure as well as vacuum pressure closing. It offers a hermetic seal and can be used in sterile products. The last type is roll-on type. These type of closures can be sealed securely, open easily and resealed effectively. Mostly these are made up of aluminium, plastics, etc. These are widely used in packaging of food, beverages, chemicals and pharmaceuticals. These are available as resealable, pilfer-proof and sealable type. Let's see resealable type first. These are simple roll-on type containers that can be opened easily and resealed easily. Another one is pilfer-proof types. These are similar to resealable type closures but have additional skirt length. Its skirt length extends below the bank or ring on the neck of the container. The portion of the skirt below the ring is connected with the upper cap with the help of bridges. When the container is opened by rolling the cap, the bridges break and the skirt ring remains below the neck of the container. The detached ring indicates the package has been opened. This is called as pilfer-proof. Such opened containers can be closed again after the use of the material inside it. Next is the non-resealable types. Sometimes a reusable cap is not desired. It involves unthreaded caps. Its skirt is rolled under the retaining ring on the neck of the container. This closure is of tear-off type that is closures of vials or eye drops, etc. Now let's discuss another component of a closer, that is liners. Liner is the material present or glued or stuck inside the cap to produce an effective seal between closer and container. The liner must have the flexibility and resilient property. It should be soft to make up irregularities in the sealing surfaces. It must be elastic also, so that it recovers its original shape when removed and replaced. It should have a greater diameter than that of the cap, so that the liner snaps into the place. Now let's discuss the selection criteria of liners. While selecting the liners, following points should be considered, as the liner should be chemically inert with the product. Gas and vapor transmission through the liner should be lesser. Next, the force required to remove the liner should be optimum. Next is, it should be thermostable and have dimensional stability. Another is, it should be available at a reasonable cost. Next is, it should not change its physical characteristics during the shelf life of the product. Now let's see the types of liners. There are two types of liners, as homogeneous liners and heterogeneous or composite liners. Let's see what are homogeneous liners. These are one piece liners available as discs or rings. These are made up of rubber or plastic. These liners withstand the high temperature of sterilization. These are widely used in pharmaceuticals as they have uniform properties. These are complicated to apply and expensive. Next is heterogeneous or composite liners. These are composed of layers of different materials. It has two main parts, a backing or wad and a facing, that is liner. Facing is mostly inert and remain in contact with the product. The backing provides cushioning and sealing properties. Now let's discuss the material used for making the closures. The first material is cork. It is obtained from the bark of an oak tree. It is chemically inert and does not impart any color or odor to the product. But these are not used for many liquid preparations because of chances of mold growth. Nowadays, these are replaced by plastic and rubber closures. The next material is glass. Glass closures are ideal, but they may slip and break during transportation and handling. Now, these are only used for reagent bottles in laboratories. Closures can also be prepared by plastic. Plastic closures are nowadays become very popular and used commonly. They are available in various shapes and sizes. The important advantage of these closures are they are light in weight and unbreakable. These closures must check for any extractable matter from them and also incompatibility with the content of the container. Another material is metal. Metal closures are in common use. These are made up of tin plates and aluminium. Aluminium closures are preferred because of their ductability and ease of conversion to the desired shape. This can be made pilfer-proof and also as tear-off closures. The last material is rubber. Rubber is mainly used for making closures for vials, transfusion fluid bottles, and dropping bottles. It is also used to make washes for many other products. Natural rubber is the latex of Hevea brasiliensis. Various additives are added to it to acquire ideal properties to make closures as follows. First, activators like zinc oxide, stearic acid, and zinc stearate can be added to rubber. Next, fillers like asbestos, carbon black, and calcium carbonate can be added in rubber. Another is vulcanizing agents such as sulfur can be added to the rubber. Accelerators such as thiazoles can be added to rubber. The next additive is lubricants such as talc and zinc stearate can be added to rubber. Another additive is pigments like oxides and sulfides of antimony, cadmium, and iron can be added to rubber. And the last one is softeners like mineral oils and pine oil can be added to the rubber. Now let's discuss the ideal properties required in rubber to make closures. First, it should be soft. Next, it should not absorb medicament. Another property is it should be compatible with the ingredients of pharmaceutical dosage form. Next, it should withstand the temperatures and pressure of an autoclave. Next, it should be quite elastic. Another is it should be impermeable to moisture and air. Another is it should fulfill all the standards which are laid down by Pharmacopoeia. Before using, tests prescribed in Pharmacopoeia like the extractive test, permeability test, compatibility test, fragmentation test, and test for penetrability must be passed. And last one, it should release a negligible amount of undesirable substances in the product. In summary, what we discussed today, the definition of closures, their needs and types. Then we discussed the definition of liners, how to select the liners, and finally we discussed various materials used for closures. Thank you for watching this video patiently. If you think this video is useful, please like it and share it with your dear ones who will also get benefited from this video. If you still didn't subscribe to my channel, click on subscribe button and bell icon to get notifications of all my new videos. If you have any query, ask me in the comments or on my mail address. Thank you once again and see you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.